Okay, hi everyone. Here I'm going to do this video on what I learned talking to Tony Michelle Molinaro at dinner. One of the things that I was concerned about was them recommending that we register customers from the back office. I was told to register them from the front so we could put our email in and get the 0.5% referral cash back on all of their online purchases. They made a very good point, which was that distributors pay for all of those incentives that we give the customers. And I know that they explained it all at one of the conferences, but neither they nor I could figure out where they're getting it from. So, even though it does make sense that we're probably paying for our own 0.5% cash back, and it being a wash, I'm still going to tell you to do it from the front, just in case. Until I talk to Dennis Franks or Jim or Kevin Buckman or somebody where they can explain it a little bit better to me, even though logically I know we are probably paying for it, I would recommend that you log your customers in from the front. For those of you that, like Stephanie, you did a bunch in the back office, now it really kind of doesn't matter according to what they're saying. So I will get more information on that. Do what you want according to them. If you do it from the front, you end up paying that 0.5% somewhere anyway, even though they couldn't tell me where. And it makes sense that we would, but I'll tell you what, I'm still going to register all my customers from the front just in case. Decide. You guys do what you want. Trend shops, real quick. They were first developed for the customers to do, for them to put together their favorites and share those with their friends in an effort to get people shopping at that site and them getting that 0.5% referral. Didn't really go the way they planned, so then it became kind of a showcase for Market America owners to showcase the things that they liked. Or if, like Michelle said, you've always wanted your own boutique, you're big into polka dots, you're big into zebra, you're big into something, you could create little trend kits on those. You're big into scrapbooking, whatever your hobbies are, you could create a trend kit for what interests you and share those with your friends and do some marketing with that to drive traffic to the site and create sales. But now, that's how I'm going to use it, and I'm so excited about it. It's more to be used to personalize what you're recommending to your client. And I'm going to give you an example. A previous owner who owns a health club stopped being an owner but still gets supplements through me. Don't ask me why. That's, to me, I don't get it. But she just emailed me for 3 large prenatal vitamins. So I told her how much they are. She's going to send me a check. I'm going to send them to her. She doesn't want to buy them online. But to get her online, I mentioned about DNA and I mentioned about the gummies, and because she owns a gym, I'm going to add our bars, our new whey shakes, the defense formula, the bromelain. I'm going to do a couple different trend kits for things that I think would interest her and get that to her. And then she'll just have to click on it and it'll go to my site, and hopefully I'll get her more using the site and trying some new products. Same thing for my brother-in-law. He said, so what are you using to increase muscle? So I'm going to do a trend kit. I already told him this, but now I'm going to do a trend kit with Secretagogue, the age longevity formula, the joint formula, and whatever else I'm using, the shakes. So that's what I'm literally going to go through all my customers. I'm going to do a trend kit for every single one of them, name it with their name, send it to them, and every time a new product or things come out that I think they're interested in, I'm going to do a trend kit, send it to them. That's how you ensure that they click and get to your site and you get the sale. Even if they're already in the system, they don't have to go navigating through your site. They talked to me about their weekly presentations. Every single person they've recruited has been through the internet. I want to apologize for dropping the ball. I'm committed, but less committed lately. I mean, I'm committed, don't get me wrong. But I have been showing less commitment lately. Like with Wolfpack, we had that whole home business presentation thing, and that kind of fizzled out. And part of it's because I didn't force everybody to stay committed, because I didn't stay committed. What happens is when people don't show, we don't want to do it anymore. I mean, it's not as much fun when few people show up. But in my conversation with them, and how they do every Wednesday night, they do a business presentation. Every Thursday night, they do a motives presentation. And every Sunday, they do a 1-hour training. Somebody trains on something different, and then a question answer for an hour after. Every Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Now, they're not using a system like we are. So I'm not saying that we need to do that or that anybody should do that unless you are an internet marketer like they are. But we can use that. And what I got from talking to them was more of a mentality thing that I need to change. And that is, do it even if only one person's showing up until more people show up. Even if one person only shows up for 8 weeks, it's still worth doing because someday more will show up. And I've heard this through like Joyce Meyer, and you hear about it even in building our business. You have to gain that momentum. So what we're going to do, I'm waiting to hear from Cassie, even though she already committed, is we are going to have once a month a business luncheon that Stephanie will do, a business dinner party that Cassie's going to do, an online business presentation that I'm going to do, and I'm waiting to hear from Allison. I know through her traditional business, Flawless Faces, she's an injector, and she's going to do a monthly learning thing to teach people about this, and then she's going to be promoting our cosmetics and skincare. So if we rotate these and everybody plugs into them, I'll keep doing them even if only one person shows, like the online one, and trying to commit, like we're going to commit to each other to be at each other's with a guest, no matter what it takes, because that's where I've kind of dropped the ball. So I'm recommitting, not to the business, always been committed, but I'm not going to see what happens is I'm so dang busy, when something falls through, I'm grateful because it gives me the ability to do a load of laundry or go to my kid's volleyball game or something like that. From now on, when something falls through, we're going to still do something, whether it's a call workshop or something, because I can still fit in the laundry and the volleyball games. I schedule those out. So that's my new commitment. We'll get that out via email. And lastly, this quote that she talked about: do not let the lack of results get you discouraged. We all get discouraged, but you have to acknowledge the discouragement and keep going. It's one of the reasons I'm still in the game and I'm still more excited about this company than ever, because there's always new people out there. There's people. We have to keep working the numbers, no matter how discouraged we get. Jim Rohn says, discipline your disappointments. Acknowledge it, shake it off, and make a call. We've got to get our numbers up. We've got some major leaders on this team, and we can all be winning challenges. We just need to recommit, start using the system. We're all great at going to trainings, but now we need to implement it. The things that I'm implementing and I'm committing to right now, and you can all check on me. I wanted to have these done by Wednesday, but it might be a little bit longer. Oh, let me do it this way. These webcams freak me out. Trend kits. I'm going to get at least 3 to 5 trend kits out by the end of the week. And I am going to figure out, and I'll tell you at some point how they do their little business presentations online. It's a little bit different. And but so I do things a little bit differently too. And that's something that you're going to grow into also. You're going to find what works for you. As long as we use the same system, we don't deviate from it, but we might be able to switch slides around or whatever. But you'll see how I do it. And we're going to get those on the calendar. I guess that's it. Okay. So those are the things I mainly learned from them. All about the cash back. Register your customers from the front. I say. They say from the back because we pay for it, but I say play it safe and do it from the front. Use the trend shops. We're going to get a weekly presentation, consistent and committed out on to everyone. And stay committed. I'm going to stay committed. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. The reason I mentioned that at the seminar, I'm going to use Cassie as an example. She said she was going to meet with Stephanie and I. She was running late. She asked if she could come in sweats. I said that wouldn't be a good idea. So on her way, she went to Target, bought an outfit, and changed in the bathroom. That's commitment, and that's professionalism, and that's what we all need to be doing. We need to be that committed to doing what we say we're going to do. When we put that energy to what we do, we're going to get better results. It all starts here, and then it ends up, in the pocketbook. So, all right, you guys, thanks. See y'all tomorrow night at the UBP.